Good day, students. Today we are going to be practicing drawing our Lewis structures for ionic compounds. So here we have three ionic compounds. We have potassium bromide, lithium nitride, and calcium phosphide. So we know that potassium bromide is made from the formation of potassium and bromide. So first we're going to draw our Lewis structures of potassium and of bromine. So we have K that represents potassium, ER that represents bromine. Because potassium is in group 1, it's going to have a valence electron. It will have one valence electron. Because bromine is in group 7, it will have 7 valence electrons. In order to form this ionic bond, potassium is going to donate an electron to bromine so that both of these atoms, which will become ions, will have a stable octet as their outer shell. After donating that electron to bromine, we will have potassium with a charge of +1, and we will have our bromide ion with the donated electron with a charge of -1. This is our first one. Next, we have lithium nitride. We have lithium is in group 1, nitrogen is in group 5. So we are going to draw our atoms with the electrons. Nitrogen will have 5 valence electrons. And lithium will have 1 valence electron. How many electrons is nitrogen able to take in onto its shell? 3. Good. So if nitrogen needs 3, we will need 2 more lithium atoms. So if we have 3 lithium atoms, they are going to donate their electrons to nitrogen. And the ions formed will be, so we'll have 3 lithium ions, all having a charge of +1, and we will have 1 nitrogen ion with a charge of -3. For our third example, calcium phosphide, we are going to be using calcium and phosphorus. Calcium is in group 2, meaning that it has 2 valence electrons, and phosphorus is in group 5, meaning that it has 5 valence electrons. Now, phosphorus is able to take in 3 electrons. However, calcium only has 2 to donate. How can we rectify this problem? What suggestion can you make? So what we can do, we can add a phosphorus, another phosphorus atom. Which means that each atom would require 3 electrons to fulfill the octet rule. Calcium has 2 electrons in its valence shell, so we'll add 2 more calcium atoms to take care of that. So with the donation, calcium is going to give its electrons to one of the phosphorus atoms first, and then the next electrons to the second one. Now calcium will have a charge of +2 because it lost 2 electrons, and we have 3 of those. Phosphorus will have a charge of -3. And there are 2 phosphorus ions.